press that so we are actually... There we go, with a golden. The connection is excellent, perfect. Alright, looks like Boreal is going first. Jesus, you have a good initiative.
Yes, that's what comes with high agility.
Uh-huh.
Alright. I'm going to take aim at this guy in the red cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And going to try to fire an arrow right through his throat.
So let's see, footpad. Sword.
So once who are further back are armed with bows, aren't they?
You do see that they have crossbows.
This is going to be my only chance to hit this guy without trying to hit you guys. Let me have this. He takes 8 damage armor piercing.
Where did I place him? Hold on, I'm looking at his... trying to find his shit desperately. I'll tell you what, I will not even try to dodge that, because they don't really have any dodge. I really should, but they just don't have it. 8. I like this music. It's really banging.
What music? Ah.
You can put in the Roll20. I wouldn't suggest putting it too high, otherwise it will drown my mic. Yeah, Dalgrim knows that you spotted him.
It took me a moment, but I was looking at the red slant to the top there, and I was like, "That's a TNG body."
What is the distance on a throwing dagger? 6 squares. This guy... Oh, I should fix the measurement. Give me a second. Alright, the measurement distance should be correct. He can move... I don't have his movement, so let's just say 4. So he's gonna move through this, jump through this table, go slightly behind this one, and he has a dagger in his hand, and he's gonna try to throw it at Dolgrim or Helmut. That's gonna be Helmut.
Remember that I have a shield that's -10 to get hit by ranged weapons.
Okay. How do I... Oh, yeah. What's the damage on it? Oh, -3. So, -10 you said. Alright, he misses. Like that dagger was gonna hurt you. Anyways. Yes.
Ulrich's Fury, anything can hurt you.
True.
One of my characters got killed by
normal
was,
NPCs don't get Ulrich's Fury. But he might, you don't know. This guy will pick up his crossbow, he will aim, and he will shoot at, you know what, I'm gonna leave it up to chance. Oh, he will shoot at Ulfgar, all the way in the back. Apparently he looks incredibly dangerous. But he misses. The second crossbow guy, he will aim at... again... Actually, I will shoot at Boreal because he shot at their leader. So, aim... and shoot. Oof, that's a hit on the head. Oof, nice.
Can't touch this. Dum, 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 dum.
Apparently so.
Dum, dum. Touch this.
I will remove the initiative square since you guys already have been placed. Let me see if that's running well. Yes, it's running well. Alright, the footpad over here has his trusty hand weapon, also known as a sword. And he will charge at Dolgrim.
Excellent. I don't have to run to him.
Charge is a +10 if I recall correctly from last time. Alright, this is not starting well for my enemies. Helmut.
Am I allowed to attack and maneuver in the same turn? Does the maneuver
don't
count as an
think
attack?
so. I think the movements counts as attacks. We will have to look into that later, but I think they count as attacks.
Then I'm going to just all-out attack him.
Ooh. Taking the chance straight from the bat, eh?
My weapon. That's +10 for the outnumbered and +20 for the all-out attack.
Yes.
Huh.
That is one sexy number.
Yeah, no matter what I do, I always fail.
I mean, it's just chance. Refresh of car. I can still see it on my end. Unless you're... Hold on, are you even in the initiative order? No, you're not. Let me
I'm
ask
back
you.
now.
29, descending, and last that went was Helmut. There we go. Alright, this footpath. What's their movement again? I think it was 4. So they can charge 8. Alright, he can't quite make it, but he will move here. And he will also pick up one of his daggers, and he will try to hit the back row. And he will try to hit Ulfgar. I'm rolling a lot of ones today on the hit chance. String. That's a hit on you, Ulfgar.
I'm gonna try to dodge.
Might as well.
Nope.
Alright, so hit on the head, 5 damage. The dagger clunks you straight in the head. Alright, well, Dolgrim, you have a injured footpad in front of you.
Alright, I'm going to take a swift attack, I think it's called, where I get both of them. Yeah.
Okay. Hit. You know what, I might as well try to dodge. I know that I'm not gonna make it. Oh, he just dies because when he goes to dodge, he just trips and hits his head into both of your weapons, and his head just flies off.
All right.
Embarrassing.
That's what you get for saying you're rolling a lot of ones.
Apparently so. Alright, Ulfgar, you were hit in the head with a hilt of a dagger. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to charge this guy. How do you tell how much movement that is?
On the left-hand side, it's the fourth one down, the fourth icon down. You've got the arrow, the paintbrush, the magnifying glass, and then the circle with the stick in it.
Ah,
You just need to
Or
remember to...
you can right click when you're tracking your token to make like small little what do you call them? Like way markers.
well. Okay, let's knock this dude. Be one of them days.
Unfortunately, now is not the time. It's like click and point at return. That's it's not the time to use that. Alright, Dunir, you are currently in a jail cell.
Hey, you there? Help me get out, please. And I will. I still have my weapons on me.
Yes.
Okay, so I will try to strike the lock of the jail of the door.
Yeah, it looks to be a simple door without a. It's like an iron door.
Okay, I will use my armor on the lock.
Gotcha.
So what should I roll?
Just hit a normal attack roll. You can go to your weapons page in your sheet, and if you edit anything in there, you just click the attack thing,
Okay.
and it should ask the modifier, but yeah, there you go. And then you just click the damage thing. Yeah, without even trying, you just come up to the door and you just kick it open. You gotta look at your hammer, but you just shake your head and go, nah. I don't need it.
The thing that can keep me there. And so it's 1 square per movement step?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So yeah, the rest of the party, you see this dwarf just kick in the iron door, jail cell door, and just walk into the room.
I mean, I'm not really surprised. He's a dwarf. We all do this.
That was very impressive.
Oh, that door is
In the
not...
meantime, I'm going to try to kill one of the crossbowmen.
Sounds good.
So the standard aim.
Ooh, you're targeting the people who actually have dots trained. Unfortunately,
Miss.
that's a miss.
And that's me done.
Uh-huh. You see the blacksmith well there. He looks at you. He points his swords and he yells out to the sellswords back there. He's like, "Release the prisoners!" And you see the sellsword over here pulls the lever, and you see the two iron doors open. You see these crazed up lunatic prisoners just with like they're completely drugged out, and they seem to have like they're wielding like giant human bones as weapons. And they just kind of scream at you.
Can you take a verbal not on your turn?
Not.
Like, can you say something not?
Yes. Tolkien is a free action.
Okay. I lean over, or I tell Helmet, I'll take them down. You worry about the blacksmith.
In fact, the blacksmith will come around the corner and he will charge at one of you.
He's pretty fast for a guy.
He is pretty fast. He will hit the helmet, interestingly enough. Hope that he doesn't hit since you just all out attacked. Oh, that's a hit. Since you can't parry or dodge. That's 11 damage to your body.
Minus toughness and armor, of course.
Yes.
And I've got 4. One from the armor, and the toughness is 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, no. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3.
Yeah, you don't mess around with him. Thankfully, you can live through a couple of those blows with your armor and toughness. The sellsword back here, he was tried to hit. Boreal tried to hit him, so he will use his rapid reload talent to reload as a half action. And with his other action, he will try to shoot at Boreal. Sellsword. Let's see. Crossbow. How many shots they do have? Oh, 10. Alright. So this is his second shot. Yeah, without even an effort, even without blinking, Boreal just used the Matrix thing and just bullet times it. The other sellsword looks at the dwarf that just broke out of its prison cell. He picks up his bow and reloads and tries to shoot at the Dunner. That's a complete miss. Goddamn dwarves. They're so small that they're impossible to hit.
I am hiding behind the table.
Alright, well, Helmut, you just took quite a bit of damage. It's your turn.
I'm going to try to knock him down.
Ooh. That's one of the maneuvers, right?
Yes, oppose the weapon skill test. I get bonus from the outnumber thing, right?
I believe so. Oh my.
That's just great. I drop me hammer.
You know what? Sure, yeah. You drop your hammer straight into his feet.
Nobody move! I drop me hammer. I've got another action though, right?
I believe so.
But I can't enter. I mean, I don't need to enter parry stance because I already got my shield. So
Yeah, you got a shield, so you can defend parry with
nothing
a...
else I can do then.
Yeah. And I will say that since you drop the your hammer straight next to him, it will provoke an opportunity attack if you try to pick it up when he's next to you.
Still got my shield.
To
That-
move away so I can. I don't know if there is some space for me to engage that guy.
I don't think so, since you're the runesmith. Your stuff is more like you spend a rest to infuse an item. You don't really have any spells, per se.
No, space for me to go to the.
Oh, space! I heard spells.
No, some space for me.
And I was like, wait a second, spells? Yeah, that's enough space. You can stand either here, or if you want, you can jump on top of the table.
Oh yeah, that would be badass. So I will.
Or you can just kick open over the table and do it that way.
Smash my armor on his head.
Anyways, this footpad has a... Is it even your turn? No, it's not even your turn, dude. Go back.
Oh, well, you scrolled way too much on the turn order, sorry.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. I assume that you're just getting used to the roll 20. Anyways, it's the footpad's turn. Don't worry, I'll let you know when it's your turn. Ulfgar, you're getting hit with a all-out attack. Let's see. That's a hit on your head.
It's like they're trying to mess up this pretty.
I know, that's the second hit on your head. I mean, I guess you could try to dodge?
Oh yeah, this is a new turn.
Yeah, it is a new round and turn, so...
And I'm really good at dodging.
Yeah. The dwarves are really known for their dodging abilities.
This close count, that was really close.
Unfortunately, it doesn't really. Thankfully, you can soak 7 damage without going into criticals yet, but you might getting close to heavily wounded. I don't remember if you had any hit points taken from last time. Anyways, you see the drugged up...
That's not, that damage there, that doesn't subtract my toughness and armor, does it?
You can subscribe, yeah.
You have to subtract them.
Yeah, you have to do it manually.
Oh, if that's the case, man. I'm
Yeah. You reduce it by how well.
And
Yeah. You have to always do the math yourself.
yeah, that means I didn't take nothing that last time either. Or do you always take one?
If they roll a 5, you always take 1, no matter what. Even if you're.
So then I'm only down.
I mean, they
I'm
did
only
hit
down
you in the head.
Correct. Sure.
So
So
let's
with
see.
my toughness bonus and armor, it's 6.
Oh, 6, yeah, that fucking dagger did nothing.
Yeah.
You see the drugged up adventurer come out of its prison cell with its bone weapon, and it swings at you, Ulfgar. And misses. I made that
Yeah, I
accidentally
can't do
hidden.
anything with that. I already dodged.
This guy comes out of his jail cell and runs to this square and tries to hit either one of the three there. 1d3. That's gonna be Dolgrim. That's a hit on you, Dolgrim.
I will try to parry that with my shield.
Ooh, that's hit unless you want a fate point for some reason.
Nah.
Can anybody recall from the top of their head what pummeling does?
Pummeling gives bonus to the. I don't know which of the tests to stun the guy. It's a weapon. It's an attack, but nah, shit, I forgot.
Yeah, it's because it's not in the core book. What I noticed.
It's for the strike to stun attack, but I forgot how strike to stun works.
No, it is.
First, you need to succeed the attack or oppose weapon skill test. I don't remember which.
Yeah, it's one of those.
In front of me.
No,
You've gotta
actually,
choose
you
this
attack,
button.
and if you succeed, instead of rolling for damage, you do an opposed strength. You roll strength, he rolls toughness.
Oh,
and
okay,
if
never
you
mind.
succeed, you stun him.
Well, it's just 7 damage to your body.
Alright, I take nothing then.
That's the first hit that I have actually managed to hit you, and it does nothing. Well, what do you do when you have a weapon that has a -2 to damage?
Alright. I'm up next, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Just making sure I was at the top of the turn order.
You were just hit with a bone, but you just kind of shrug it off.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a swift attacks so I can get both of them. The first one I'm gonna do, I'm going to strike to stun the guy who just charged me.
Okay.
So I make a normal attack.
Okay. On the guy that had charged.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
And then
He doesn't have a single piece of armor. No, actually, he does have leather piece.
is he attempting to dodge or block?
No, they're mindless. They can't dodge.
Then, since that's a strike to stun, I make a strength test. If I succeed, he must make a toughness test with plus 10% for each AP on his head. If he fails, he is stunned for die 10 rounds.
Okay. So toughness check.
So my strength check. I will re-roll. There we go.
Okay, he has a single point of armor on his head. So let's see. Yeah, you succeed.
Alright. So he's stunned for 10 rounds.
Well, we'll never see him act again.
And then in my second action, I'm gonna attack this guy.
Let's see, what's like a good stun icon? How about the crescent? No, that's like death. How about this? Yeah, that looks good. And you attack the other guy?
Yep.
Just a regular?
Yeah.
Alright, blacksmith. He will try to dodge. He doesn't have it trained, so let's see. He does not. 9 damage to his body. Let's see, I believe he has leather check. Yes, he does. So that's 1, 5. So that much damage. 4. Yeah, you hit him pretty hard as he's in quite obvious pain. As he yells at you, "We'll punish you for this." As he's quite mad at you now, Dolgrim.
That's fine. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Ulfgar, you have 2 friends next to you.
Well, I'm gonna attack the one that's better armed.
What, you're not scared with the guy with the bow?
Not in this situation. Got him.
Alright, that's
Dodge.
that's a hit. Did I use all-out attack on him? I think I
Actually, yes, you did.
did. Yeah, so go ahead, do damage. Ouch, that's gonna hurt. That might even kill him straight out. Let's see, armor, toughness. That's gonna reduce it by 4. Is it gonna be enough? Yeah, he's barely alive. Just barely hanging in there. You hit him so hard that he just like completely... You know that hit when you hit a guy so hard in the stomach that he cannot get any air?
Yeah.
And he's just wheezing. Now it's Donair.
Okay. I will still do that move and charge that guy. Does this count as
And no, since there's technically 2 and 2. If you're thinking of overwhelming. Or team up.
so I get a bonus for being
You get a bonus from charging. That's about it.
okay.
Because there's 2 enemies, it cancels out your being 2 friends.
The whole group. Okay.
Yeah,
That's enough.
that's a hit, and he still is all out attacked, so just roll damage. Yeah, you come with the sweeping blow and just crush his head. With your hammer.
Hammer smashed face.
Yeah, there's so many hammers now in the group. We might as well call you guys the Hammer Brothers.
The Boreal and the MC Hammers.
I like that
Does that
actually.
mean hammer time to our battle cry?
Yes. And I believe we have already established that you can't touch this. Anyways, aiming at this guy and shooting.
Uh-huh.
That is
That's
fairly
a
hit.
hit.
That is 8 damage armor piercing.
Let's see if I dodge. I might as well. That's gonna hurt otherwise. No. Oh, this is gonna hurt. So 8. No armor from his leather jack. Actually, I think he has medium armor. Yeah, he does. In the body, so that's actually 1 point of armor from there.
Fun fact about why medium armor sucks. It reduces your agility by 10.
Yeah. They're like decent, enemies, like these guys, but since they have a medium armor, they kinda lose some nice things that they could potentially get. Alright, I believe that's all you can do though. Which brings us to the blacksmith, who is completely mad at Dolgrim. He picks up his weapon and he goes for a swift attack. And he's gonna try to hit you twice.
If I readied an action, could I use that to parry to try to parry one of the attacks?
If you
for a
did.
colleague?
Yes, I would allow that, but since you didn't.
Yeah.
That's one hit, Dolgrim. That's just one hit, but I will fate point the second hit. It's still a miss. Anyways, you're gonna what? Parry?
Try to parry that first hit with my shield.
Sorry for interrupting.
I'm going to reroll that.
Oh. That's still a fail.
Yes, but it's not a 100.
True. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. Blacksmith.
By 1 point.
I know. Just 1 point is the difference that I do. Oof. This is gonna hurt.
Do it. Yep.
Well,
I'm sorry, but this is just how the dice sometimes go. So that's a total of 17 to your right arm.
My right arm. Check my armor. Alright, that's 12 to my arm. And that is enough to put me into the negatives.
Oof. You should still live though.
don't you have to hit again for the Ulrich's?
No.
No, it just adds.
Yeah, it just adds d10s until.
So that counts as a crit.
Oh, you're checking the critical table.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, me too. It's always hidden in such a weird place that I always forget where it is.
No, you have to hit again.
Oh, you
Not
do?
for Ulrich's Fury, you
Ulrich's
cannot.
Fury. You have to.
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah,
check it while he's checking the other thing. Ulrich's Fury. Because I think you might be correct, but at the same time, I'm thinking that it's just a d10. So normally when a damage 1d10
Yeah, the
damage...
Ulrich's Fury, you don't have to make a second attack roll. For.
Yeah, no, I just read it. It's just you roll a d10.
It says roll to hit again using all the same modifiers as for the initial roll. And if the second roll is successful, then you roll the additional d10.
Yep.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that's still. This guy is gonna fuck up your day as soon as we find the critical table. Where in the hell is it?
If you go to the weapons section on our character sheet, there's a critical roll at the bottom.
Oh yeah, just click that. Because I can't find it at the moment in the or there it is, 133.
Yep.
Critical table, so it's in the
Attack
arm.
roll is the percentile dice.
Oh, I rolled D10.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, percentile that you roll. You roll a die 100 first.
Ah. I get it.
But don't you just have to take the successful attack that caused the crit? Like reverse, it would be 28 if I recall correctly for the crit.
You
Not
might
on
be
a
actually correct,
I'm on the
but
page right now. When a character takes more damage than he has wounds remaining, a critical hit is suffered. The attacker rolls percentile dice to determine the outcome, known as the critical effect. Once the wounds total has been reduced to 0, it never goes below this number. All additional damage results in critical hits. Thus, there is no such thing as negative. To resolve the critical, 2 pieces of information are required. First, the hit location, which is there. Second, the critical value, which ranges from +1 to +10.
You're right. I just confused the hit location with the crit. The hit location is determined by the attack. Yeah.
So you got an 83 on the percentage.
and a 3.
And then I am 2 points below 0. So
Well, that's
the amount of damage left over after all wounds have been lost is the critical value. So that's 2. So that would be a 3 critical value.
critical value. Gotcha. This is so much different than I remembered. I thought it was just a D10 until you die, pretty much.
You drop your hammer and the hand is incapacitated until
Well, it was my left hand, right? My left arm?
Yeah, left arm.
That
Correct.
would be my shield.
You drop your shield.
Yep.
Well, the hand, not the arm, but the hand is incapacitated until medical attention is received.
Yeah.
Anything else
It will give you.
drop, excepting a shield. So I don't actually drop the shield, I just can't use that hand.
Yeah, you can't use that hand right at the moment.
But am I still standing since I'm at 0?
Yes, you are still conscious and standing. You're just hurting a ton.
Excellent. I am just as dangerous as I was before he did that.
Yes, until you receive another hit, that will also be a critical.
Right,
Any hit
additional
from now on is
is
a critical.
Or just enough damage that you will go beyond your toughness modifier and die straight out. Because I think it's like you triple your toughness modifier, and if you go that beyond wounds, you just die straight out. Alright, the sellsword, he will try to reload. Well, he can just reload, and he's gonna shoot at Boreal because he just shot him. He's gonna aim, and he's gonna shoot. And he's gonna miss. The other sellsword, he will reload. And since Duriel is not in melee anymore, he's gonna still try to shoot the Duriel. This is their third shot, though, so that's gonna leave them with 7 ammo each. Alright. Well, both are misses. Which brings us to Helmut, where you spot that your friend Dolgrim just took a hell of a hit.
And I will try to slam my shield into the blacksmith to stop him from attacking my friend, and try to knock him down to the ground. I'm gonna try a maneuver with my shield.
Okay. Weapon skill, I believe.
Yeah. Is he still threatening him now that he's critically injured? He still counts for the outnumber thing.
Yes, it counts, but
You're using your shield in your offhand, so that's a -10 penalty for an attack with your shield.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, unless you're ambidextrous.
Well, I succeeded. Now let's see if he succeeds better than I did.
well, he's not very good at this, so yeah. So you knock him down?
Yeah, he's knocked prone.
Alright, he's prone.
And with my other action, I will try to recover my hammer.
Okay. Tell you what, since you knocked him prone, he doesn't get the opportunity attack. Because he's at the same level as you.
And that is my turn.
Alright. The drugged adventurer is still going at it with Ulfgar. He's gonna try to all-out attack you. And he misses. He is still stunned, so that's 9 rounds left, I believe.
He's counting sheep.
Dolgrim, you see the blacksmith being prone. This is your one good chance to get a hit in.
I gotta reload real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and take my 2 attacks on him.
I believe prone is plus 10 or 20? 10.
20 from
20 total.
melee. Minus 20 from range.
Oof.
So
Yeah, that's a hit. Tell you what, he's prone. He's kinda off guard. Oh. Well, I think you got your revenge.
So I was incorrect on the Ulric's Fury. Not a big deal. I don't have a problem taking the damage on my end. Everybody else was right. You do have to roll that second attack to... So for the Ulfric's Fury... So it'll be 18 on that first attack.
How do you want to do this? I mean, technically I could make him go also into criticals because he has a fate point, but you just overkilled him.
Where did I hit him? In the head?
In the head.
On both of them.
Yeah. I don't even care what you roll damage on the second hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bury my axe straight in between his brows.
Because he has 11 hit points left before this hit. On both of the hits, so that's like 14... 4 extra damage, and whatever you're gonna roll on the second hit for damage. You know what? Roll the second damage roll, just for lols.
Well, that second roll right there wasn't even my second attack. That was just to confirm the old.
Oh, you gotta all confirm?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then, so that's 18. I don't know what his armor would soak from his head.
1.
So if you want to do the crit, I know it's going to be high because I have the strike to kill.
Yeah.
Strike to injure for a +1 crit value. So that's a 7 modifier on the crit table.
Yeah, and then the second hit would come in, and yeah, you just, like you said, you put your axe between his brows and he just flops dead. Dolgrim with the Righteous Furies. I mean, Ulfric's Furies. That's like your 6th one in this campaign already?
No, it was Ulfgar who got them before.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I never get any credit.
Yeah, this is just me returning the Ulric's.
Yeah, returning the favor, as it were.
Impressive, Master Dolgrim. Now wipe that spittle from your mouth.
Well, Ulfgar, it's your turn to impress.
Alright, so we'll smack the drugged up whatever that guy is.
Yeah. Drugged up adventurer. Well, that's
Yeah,
a
I'm gonna
miss.
reroll that.
Might as well. Still a miss, though.
Yeah, that didn't help.
Well, it's your other dwarf's turn.
Okay. Go there and make an all-out attack.
Can't. You all-out attacks is a full action and you moved.
Okay.
You can though hit him. You get a plus 10 from outnumbering him.
While he steps up and I see the two of them like going to town on this guy, I'm gonna say, remember, they're prisoners.
Yep, doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's they can't dodge because they're mindless, because they're so in drugs. So that's 7 minus 5. Yes. Okay. You smack him a little. He doesn't seem to feel the pain of your strike.
Okay.
They're pretty much frenzied, if you know what frenzy is.
Yep.
Burial.
I'm going to kill that crossbowman yet.
The last two
We'll do
turns.
this round. We will see. Aim and fire. It just might be.
I mean, he can still dodge. Watch me fail again. Yep. So 7 damage to the right arm, where he only has a single piece of armor.
And since the shot is armor piercing, the first point of armor is ignored.
Yes, so 3 damage, which leaves 4 damage left over that he takes. 7 minus... Oh, he's barely standing. He's just like... has a couple of arrows in him and he's just like staggering at this point on his last leg.
Just you wait till I get a horse.
But he's mad at you though. He's gonna whatever. The last thing that he's gonna do in this life, he's gonna try to kill you. He's gonna reload and he's gonna try to fire at you. Well.
You messed up your head.
Unfortunately, Boreal knows the trajectory of crossbow bolts and just completely predicts it. The second crossbow guy doesn't really care for the trucked up adventurer and saw Dolgrim just kill him. So he's gonna reload and try to shoot at Dolgrim. That's a miss. Helmut.
I start charging at the archer that opened the cages.
Uh-huh.
Screaming like a banshee.
Remember, you can charge up to double your movement.
Yeah, that
I
was
see
it.
that now. Yeah, I just measured. I see that now.
I mean, you could run next to him.
No, I want to see him coming. I want to see him
Because I think when you take the charge move action, you actually have to do the charge attack. I'm not sure if you
Okay.
can actually...
Okay, then I'm right next to him, but it's much less dramatic now.
You're just gonna run up to next to him and stand there. Yeah, I know it seems a little silly.
Yeah, at least he can't shoot me in the face while I scream at him.
True. Alright, the guy with the bone. And he's gonna pick that bone with you. And he's gonna try to hit Dunir, who just hit him. So, all out attack. That's a hit on you, Dunir. You can try to either dodge, or if you have a parrying weapon, you can try to parry.
This will be a horizontal.
I'll fix that later for... Actually, I can fix that later, right now for you.
It should be a 4.
Still gonna miss.
Yep.
Alright, in your perform, trade, and other skills, there should be the dodge skill flow now, that you can use it when you like. Alright, let me roll damage. That's 8 damage to your right leg.
Minus 4.
Yeah, minus your toughness and arm, if you have any armor on it.
The leg, so I am at 9 wounds.
Alright, this guy is still stunned for 8 rounds. Which brings us to Dolgrib.
I assume the tables are intervening.
A little, but you can move, like, underneath them. You're small enough. They're not really an obstacle. You could kick them over and use them as cover if you want.
Alright, I will take move action as a half action, right? Double move to there.
Yeah, half action is your movement and... Yes. And then you can double move as a full action if you want. Alright,
When I get there, I will stare at this guy here, and I will smack my axe on my shield, thumping it several times.
Yeah, you can see that he's already kind of like barely standing since he has, I think, 3 arrows in at this moment. Ulfgar. Is he still?
Alright,
Yeah.
I'll make my attack on that guy. Oh, we got a plus 10 for outnumbered.
Yes.
Alright, come on now, work.
That's a miss. Good try, though. I assume that's it.
We'll let that go.
Alright. Which brings us to Dunner.
So now this will be an all-out attack.
Oh, alright.
13.
Yeah, that's a hit. He cannot dodge. So go ahead and roll damage. That's reduced by armor and toughness, but that still hurts him like hell. As he is now barely standing. Even like in his crazed up state, you can see him like giving you the crazy eyes and just like drooling. And he just like screams in your face like going, "Ree!" Burial.
I'm going to kill that guy who keeps shooting at me if it's the last thing I do.
Well, maybe the problem is that you keep shooting at him.
That is technically the wrong attack roll, but a 30 is going to hit anyways. Oh, come on!
Yeah, you know what? Okay. I was gonna dodge anyways. I was gonna say that he... yeah, 4 damage. I think he resists all of it. No, wait.
To the head.
1 point of damage. Yeah, because he has a 3 toughness, so... You just get a crazy shot. Maybe I can finally hit you though. They have 6 pieces of ammo left, I think. He reloads and tries to shoot at you. I might actually run out of ammo soon. And of course he misses. The guy next to Helmut, he's gonna drop his crossbow as a free action. As a half action, he pulls out his handy axe, and with his other half action, he's gonna try to hit you, Helmut.
Okay.
That's a miss. Well, it's your turn, Helmut.
Well, as I was charging towards him, I raised my shield and tried to slam him into the wall. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to try another maneuver to knock him prone.
Okay. So, opposed.
It's actually a bull rush. I just try to...
I believe that might be strength against something, I think. Toughness, I wanna say. But let's just go with weapon skill.
I'm going to...
Don't worry about it, you still beat him.
Ah, I rolled better than him. Okay, so he's...
Yeah, you still beat him, I think. Yeah, barely. Just by like 1 point, I think. If I'm doing my math correctly, I'm really bad at math. I can't believe it.
And with my other half action, I try to hit him with my hammer.
Okay. So, knock prone against the wall. I believe that's what you said. Or are you knocking him against the wall with the...
No, I was just describing the scene. I just wanted to maneuver him to the ground so I can get a bonus for my attack.
Okay. Because I was a little confused there for a second. I don't think they had any leg armor. No. Surprisingly enough, almost no NPC covers their legs in armor. It's always like the head and the body and the arms. So 5 damage you managed to do. Which he leaves him like he's starting to bleed already all over.
Wait a minute. Can I actually attack him after I've tried the maneuver?
Actually no, unless you have 2 attacks.
I don't. So it counts as an attack, the maneuver. It doesn't?
Yeah, we already went through this. I thought you had 2 attacks for a second.
Your character uses superior footwork and aggression to force his opponents to move in a direction, but I...
Yeah, that's an attack, so you just knock him prone.
If it's weapon skill, it means I can, so I can't really hit him.
Yeah, you can either hit him or you can knock him prone. Up to you.
Well, I'll just knock him prone then.
Okay. Sounds fair. Since that's the first action that you went with. Alright, the Crazed Up adventurer. He's been hit by Dernier twice now. So he's gonna try to get Dernier. That's a miss with an all-out attack. This guy is still stunned for 7 rounds. He's not gonna get a turn.
I'm gonna charge this crazed fanatic here. And I'm going to attack to stun.
Okay. No, I believe that was, yeah, opposed. So opposed weapon skill.
Not yet. I've got to roll strength now. I got to make an attack roll. If I hit, I don't deal damage. I roll strength.
Yes. I thought it was like you go into that weapon. What do you call it?
No.
Clash, I guess you could call it.
And I failed on my strength roll.
Though,
Don't you get a 10 bonus because you have pummel?
Don't you get a plus 20 because you overwhelm him by 3 to 1?
That counts for the attack.
That is an attack, though, technically.
I don't think it would apply for strength.
Yeah, I don't think it applies because it's a strength check, not an
Either way, it's an opposed check, and he completely botched his.
It's not opposed.
Oh, it's not?
A second to get back to it. The strike to stun is if I hit with the attack, I have to make a strength check. If that's successful, then he makes a toughness test.
So it doesn't clarify if allies count for overwhelm.
Yeah, it's just a strength check.
Tell you what, it is 3 against 1 and he is injured, so I'm gonna let you succeed on this.
But you also get 10 from the... I suppose you have a hammer, right?
No, I don't have a hammer. I'm using an axe.
Ah.
But in this situation, I'm thinking that it makes sense because there's 3 of the dwarves going at him. He's already injured. He's already kind of weakened because he's in drugs. Like, drugged up. So I'm gonna let you succeed in this case because it does make sense.
Alright. Well, he's now stunned for 3 rounds.
Normally, yeah, that would be a miss, but in this case, I will let you succeed. Yeah, alright, he's stunned. Ulfgar.
Do we have anything we can just tie him up so we don't let... we still got a person over there.
I mean, that's the sad thing. I don't think anybody starts out with rope. You guys have like cutlery sets and that's the funniest thing. Like in D&D, in almost all of the editions of D&D, you start with rope. But in this system, you start with a fucking cutlery set.
Is there any way we can throw that guy back in that little cell and then shut that door?
I mean, you do know of a lever that closes off cells.
Alright, let me just toss him back in there and
Alright.
get that door shut and I'll yell over it. Helmet, switch that lever.
I won't even require any check for that. You just gotta pick him up and toss him in there.
Yeah, and then shut the door. Helmet, switch the lever.
All right. On my turn, of course.
Yeah.
I believe that's it.
Pretty much not.
Yeah. Which brings us to Dunner.
I will shout to that guy. It's 6 to 1. Maybe drop your weapon and they might let you leave.
Give me... That's probably like an intimidate.
Boreal will put something in your drink if you kill him.
Intimidate.
Yeah, intimidate should be a basic skill.
He's not going to forgive you.
Oof, I'm gonna give him a willpower check. Because they are starting to lose this one. Yeah, you see the two of them, like, you see them starting to hesitate themselves. Like, all of you see them as Dornier yells up to him to pretty much surrender. You think you might be able to press on the matter, since they're like starting to hesitate and they're like being like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? They're starting to kind of like panic a little. Alright, speaking as a free action, you still have a full turn if you want to use it.
I can move six. Oh, I can charge actually. They don't want to surrender.
They are hesitating, like I said.
Charge if you want.
Like they're might surrender if you press on the matter. They're not gonna surrender right now.
No, I will. I want some action from them. If they drop their weapon, maybe I will let them leave. That will hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. I believe he already tried to dodge Boreal's arrow. So that's 6 damage to their arm, which he has a single point of armor in. Let me double check that. Yes. Letter check. So that's... And Dornier just stole the Boreal skill, of course. Unless you want to declare that non-lethal for...
You stranger!
Well, it's Boreal's turn. Unfortunately, the last enemy is in melee and prone. Unless you want to shoot at the stunned guy for some reason.
You can try to shoot the lever to close the gate.
No, I'm going to do a trick shot, bounce an arrow off the ball into the prone guy. Being in melee and prone is like a -40 penalty?
Prone is 20? No, it's 10 for prone and 20 for melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to aim and do the trick shot, so at least I can feel better about having the kill stone. Holy shit. Get?
Damn.
Apparently so. Yeah, you hit him directly on the right arm as he's like starting to bleed really, really badly. Well, minus... Oof. Yeah, he's barely left standing.
Called that shit in like a cannonball.
At this point, I will give him another willpower check. Because he's the only enemy left over. Yeah, he throws his crossbow to the ground. And he throws away his sword and he's like, I surrender! I surrender! as he is now defenseless and without weapons. Wait a minute, I surrender!
I put my foot on his neck and I mockingly swing my hammer very close to his face, but slow down when it gets near, and I make a sound. Easy there.
I think that's the end of the encounter since those adventurers are stunned.
Don't try anything, or
I swear, I won't try anything. I'll take my chance with the city guard.
and I of course pull the lever as soon as you throw the other guy in his cell. If you're gonna do that, if not, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Well-
so somebody goes over and throws him, the other guy, into the cell.
I'm assuming the raging savages that you released are among the missing.
There's some adventurers that we caught a couple of days ago.
And I push my very hard on his chest. And how much did you torture them to rob them of their wits?
It's like quite easy. We just drug them.
Drug them with what?
I don't know. There's some wild that our leader made. It makes them mindless. It makes them lose their minds.
You mean the one over there? And I point with my hammer to the blacksmith that had his face sliced into.
Oh no, not him. He's just our he's our informant. Our leader is, even we haven't met it. Him.
Haven't you?
Yeah, I swear. He
You
doesn't
would be
visit.
lying to me, would you?
Yeah, he doesn't visit this our organization here down here. I swear, I just was in this for the money. I need it really badly. I'm in debt.
Have you no notion of working for a living? And I kick him real hard in his wounded arm. The
Yeah,
one
it's just like obscene pain.
I get close to him and ask him, how did I end up in here?
Oh, we managed to capture you while you were asleep. We injected you with the drug. We assumed that you were still unconscious.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
We were gonna
Just
rip
going
you out of
to
your.
point us in the right direction. If you don't know the leader, surely you can point us in a direction of somebody who can. Won't you do this for us? And I
He points to the blacksmith.
slightly press my foot on his wounded arm.
Yeah, he
So just to hint that I can make it hurt again very
Yeah.
bad.
yeah, he points to the blacksmith. He knew. He kept it quite a secret with how he made contact.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
He made it a point, a secret, how he would contact our sect leader. As he is pointing towards the blacksmith, who is currently lying dead.
Are we expecting him soon?
No, he like I said, he doesn't visit this town.
I press my foot very hard on the wound.
Look, that's all I know.
I walk over and I pull out my rope, and I grab this guy by the scruff of his neck, hand my rope to the other Dawi there. Tie him up. My hand is useless.
Let me see to that, Master Dwarf.
I'm just
I
messing about
take
with
a
him.
healing poultice from my inventory. And I will treat him as lightly wounded for that. And I'm going to try to heal him.
Oh, my screen has gone black. I wonder what that happened.
There we go. And now I must roll for HP because I use the poultice. It counts as lightly wounded, so I can actually heal hit points.
There we go.
Okay.
I thought my screen had gone black.
It should be what, a die 10 that you heal, right?
I believe it is.
For poultice, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me
poultice
just
is
roll 1d10.
D10 and your heal skill is whatever your heal skill is.
5. You get 5 hit points back.
Remember, you always heal the critical wounds first.
Only took one.
And I'm going to try again for me. I'll also be using another healing poultice. Let me delete it from the inventory. Because I'm also heavily injured.
Yeah, this was a pretty tough fight.
And what about these guys on the table? Any of them still alive?
They seem dead. Like, you
Yeah,
see
you do it
them
first.
being half naked and all of their possessions have been taken from them. And when you try their pulse or try this to see if they're breathing, they don't seem like they're alive.
Is anybody else injured?
I'm lightly
Nope.
injured.
I'm lightly injured.
No, I'm fine.
Let's see then. I'm going to try to heal Boreal first.
No, I'm fine.
Then
Yeah, Boreal went Matrix on their asses and dodged every arrow.
sorry, Wolfgar. This is beyond my skill to heal him. He needs elvish medicine. And
Why is everyone looking
Daniel?
at me?
Dunir, are you wounded?
Oh, yes. Thank you, priest.
Let me try to heal you. Name's Helmut, by the way. Helmut Bauer.
Name is Junior. Junior Knowledge Beaver.
There you go. I can heal you. 3 points.
Thank you. And thanks to all of you for saving me.
Don't mention it.
You're most welcome.
Do you know anything about this scam?
No, I woke up in the cell when you guys came in, and I just joined the action, but no idea.
Well, you seem to have run afoul of some, well, horde murderers who tend to kidnap, murder, and sell off the equipment of adventurers.
dispose of the bodies in unusual bloody means as well. Is there anything else around here?
What's this?
On this shelf here, you look around and you see all kinds of nasty looking vials and concoctions. All kinds of weird herbs and mushrooms.
Can I use my heal skill to determine what exactly they do, or any information about them?
Yeah, go ahead. You may attempt, or if you have any trade skill that is also of help.
Just the heal.
Okay, you gotta look over. You see a couple of like common things that you notice straight from the bat. Like you see some basic spices, which doesn't help you at all. But you go through the plants and you have no idea. You would have to further study them. Unless you want a fortune point for a reroll.
No. Fortune points are for life-saving things only. Life-saving related rolls.
I come over to the store and see if I can see what's inside.
Yeah, you look through the like peephole. Let's just call it that. And you see like a dead orc adventurer inside.
Does this door open?
Yeah, it does.
And I will try to open it.
Yeah, in front of you, after you open the big double doors, they're quite heavy, you see a altar with a bowl and some what seems to be bones inside of it. You see that the bowl is also filled with blood.
Is that visible from where I'm at?
Yeah. Actually, not fully. But you can definitely see the bowl and maybe a couple of bones.
I grab this guy and drag him here. Throw him down on the ground next to it here. What is this?
Look, this is what...
Explain yourself.
This was our... It's like, I can't tell you.
I stomp on his wounded arm.
Look at
I
us.
told you, Helmet. We knew they were up to something.
Look at our blacksmith. He told us that he would get us places. He would get us off our debt, and he would make us something more. I don't know. This was his project.
I strip him
grab his
naked and
arm
I look for any marks on his body. Tattoos, amulets, anything.
Yeah, without too much time, you see like this tattoo of like skulls and bones.
Anything that resembles the altar, or
yeah, it does seem to like a similar mark. You don't know if it's the same, but it looks similar.
I point my hammer at the tattoo. What is this then? If you're so ignorant about what's going on here.
Our leader made us take them. He burned us with that. He points to like one of those branding irons.
I grab his arm where he was hit by the arrow and bury my thumb in the wound.
Yeah, it's just like screaming and screaming and in pain as he's like bleeding more and more. You think he might die if you push the matter too much.
Forced to do this? You chose this.
And he chose poorly.
Look at me in debt! I cannot do anything!
You could have died like a man and save your wretched soul.
You spoke to somebody about Inquisitors, Helmet, Hunters.
We could take him to the Temple of Sigmar as well. If no public officials in Kislev tend to these kind of matters, I can always trust the Sigmarites to deal with him. We know just what to do with heretics and demon worshippers like you, and I kick him real hard.
What demon? No! I don't... As he's like trying to make an argument.
Was I talking to you? And I hit him again.
At this point, from sheer pain, he goes unconscious.
Yes, we take him to the Sigmarites. Until proper witch hunters, if any, can deal with him.
And we need to notify authorities about this place.
Naturally. I wonder if these crazed missing adventurers can recover. If he wasn't lying and all they did to them was drug them, I'm quite optimistic that they might recover soon. But for the time being, we should leave them here.
Agreed.
They're too dangerous. And we don't have time to waste on them and restrain them. It will take too much work to carry both this one and them as well.
Yeah, at this point do you see that they have regained their like quote-unquote senses and like they're screaming in maddening like screams.
What's in this top room here?
Top room? You see a dead elven adventurer. Female adventurer, in fact.
Let's make an inventory on what we have found here. What weapons and armor or tools could we recover from the dead adventurers and the villains?
Yeah, on the tables you see some small assortment of the ex-adventurers' weapons. You see mostly hand weapons, swords, axes, a couple of daggers, nothing seemingly of value really. Mostly simple weapons on both tables. On the sellswords, you find 2 crossbows and 10 bolts, 2 swords, and if you wanna strip them of armor, that's up to you.
Unless they look like uniform or something, yes, I would like to...
Yeah, no, they're just like basic armor. On the sellswords, oh, actually they do have leg armor. They seemingly have a skull cap and a, what do you call it, like a chain helmet, one of those. They have a chained sleeve and leather pants.
I am going to equip the leather pants.
Some of them are damaged, but well, their leather pants are not. Because they didn't get hit pretty much 2 of them in the legs. Alright, so you switch pants. Well, put on the leather pants. They're just a single armor since they're light leather.
Yep.
On the foot pads, come on, load. They have a hand weapon and a knuckle duster, and 1 dagger each. And I think they had a leather check. Yeah, they have a leather check. On the blacksmith, let me see. He had a hand weapon. Come on, load. My Roll20 is lagging a little, so give me a break. He has a hand weapon, a single dagger, a leather jack, and blacksmithing tools. That's for all of the enemy bodies. He also has actually a small, like a note.
I would take the blacksmithing tool if it's okay.
Yeah, okay. You take the blacksmithing tools. Unless somebody has some objects in for some reason.
So this is a second set of blacksmithing tools?
Yep. He has his own personal one and one in the forge.
I took the ones at the store.
Yeah. Among the bodies, you find how many
Were
bodies
those
were
sleeved
there?
male shirts or sleeved male coats?
They have the cell swords have a. Let me check the armory. I think it's the sleeve chain that they have.
Well, there's 2 things listed as sleeved male. There's a shirt and a coat. The coat
I think they have the shirt,
yeah, okay.
the one that covers body and arms.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they have. But yeah, on the blacksmith there's also a note if you are curious. Well, it seems more like a parchment than a note.
I'll take the chain shirt if nobody else takes it. If nobody else needs the chain shirt, I'll get one as well.
I'd just
Or
like a leather skull cap and the coif.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and equip a chain
I
shirt?
think, yeah, I don't need any of that.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Is there any leather pants left?
One.
Leather pant.
I am a big
Your
dwarf.
shirt, you said, right?
Huh?
Sleeved male shirt.
Yeah, sleeved
Sleeved.
chain shirt. I'm trying to find it in the armory myself right now. But,
On the equipment page, it's sleeved male shirt, 95 cost, 80 encumbrance, body arms, 2 points.
yeah, there you go.
I will try the leather pants to see if they fit me.
Now they're human-sized.
Okay.
Yeah. You would have to get them refitted. Let me see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 enemies. Among the bodies, you will also find 2 pieces of gold and 7 silver pieces.
Do you guys split the loots or do you keep them all together?
We generally split the money.
Yeah, we
We
generally
divide
split
the
money.
money at the end of the adventure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got
Now I
the
have a
list of
male
the
shirt.
here.
That means I lose agility, right?
Yes,
Yes.
10.
10.
10. And how does that work? Where do I put this
I
bit?
think
You
modify.
just click on the medium armor part in your character sheet, and that should automatically do what you need it to do.
What he said.
Yeah, at the bottom of the armor page. Wearing medium or heavy armor.
Ah,
Yeah, and I think if the clicked box is not clicked wearing medium, blah 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 blah.
there we go. Ooh, not good on agility.
Is that a bookshelf on the left?
Yes. That is indeed a bookshelf.
Anything interesting in it?
You find first you see a common writing kit like quill and ink and so on, and a couple of blank parchments of paper. And on the shelf itself, you find 6 books.
Anything related to runes? Maybe.
I can read, so I should be able to know what the books are about.
Yep, so can I.
Let me see. If I can find an interesting okay, the 100. Hold on, I'm rolling. There we go. Yeah. 40, it's 90 and 23. 48, 48. Exposed. Exposed teachings of curing potions and draughts is one of the first books. It seems to be a book about curing potions and draughts, like healing poultices and so on. It seems to be the closest book that you can find on the matter of like smithing and so on, but it's more like alchemy based.
Okay, nothing really interesting for me.
The weapons from these dead adventurers, do any of them bear the mark of the blacksmith that we've been helping? I can't think of this shop now.
You do recognize like one of them from the descriptions that were given. That like he was like one of their customers, perhaps. Let's say that it's the red shirt.
Is anybody noting them down? Like these books and tools that we find, because they're going to be worth a lot of money.
Book.
I can write, so I guess I will keep the writing kits.
I can do it too if nobody else wants to. I just want to make sure I'm not noting them down for nothing because somebody already did.
I mean, rest of the
Nobody has
books
heard
don't seem that valuable to you.
They're books. They're always valuable to people who can read. That's not me.
So we have 3 books, right?
6, I think.
Oh, 6 books.
Yeah, which
I'm going
only
to
one
look
of them is
at
like
them.
actually worth anything.
Alright, I got 1 book on alchemical craftsmanship, 5 books on miscellaneous topics. And then you said there was
One of them
writing.
is written in. Actually, 2 of them are written in a language that you do not know.
I don't know any of the languages. I don't read. Did you say there were writing kits, though? I don't know for sure.
Yes, there is a single writing kit with like a quill and so on.
Okay. Is anybody taking the writing kit?
I'll take the writing kit.
I will take the writing kit.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know quite what's the value of heretical objects, but hey.
Writing kit, you say?
Alright, what I have listed is after people have taken things. I have 2 crossbows, 10 bolts total, 2 swords, which are hand weapons. There's 1 leather skull cap, 1 mail coif. Those are both helmets. 1 sleeved mail shirt. 5 hand weapons that are just miscellaneous. 1 hand weapon that's got the blacksmith's mark that was on the red shirt. 2 knuckle dusters, 3 daggers, 2 leather jacks remaining, 1 blacksmithing tools. I'm sorry, 3 leather jacks remaining. And then a piece of parchment / note that was on the blacksmith. 1 book on alchemical craftsmanship, 5 books on miscellaneous topics, 2 gold crowns, and 5 silver pieces.
Sounds about correct.
Any one of you needs the helmets?
I can take them pieces of parchment and add them to what I already have.
Well, I think it was a note on the blacksmith. It was 1.
There were like a couple of blank sheets of paper over here. Let's say 3.
Alright, so that's what I have.
Yeah. So you gain 3 pieces of blank paper.
I won't have that on here. If nobody else is covering the helmets, I think that's fine that somebody does.
Or I guess if you really want, you guys could technically loot the alchemical items over here, but since none of you really know what they do, I don't know if it's worth the risk.
We'll have the proper authorities investigate. If we'll do anything of this inventory, I'm sure they'll let us know. My backpack is full, fellas, by the way. So you might want to start stuffing your backpacks as well from now on. I have to let go of my backpack during fights from now on because I'm encumbered otherwise.
I can still carry like 4 endurance if needed.
I can stuff stuff in my pack. What do we have left that needs to be held? I think I have like roughly 80 encumbrance I can shove in my pack.
I've got a bit more, but not too much.
So,
I am not a strong boy.
so to be sure, I can get the helmet. No one needs it.
You have 'em.
Okay.
Alright, I'll cross both of those off.
I mean, the evil-looking altar might have something more, but if you really want to take a look at it. You might be better off burning it.
These dead adventures and this cell and the one opposite it, do they look like they have anything on?
No, they don't seem to have anything.
No distinction.
Other than their basic clothes. And I doubt that you guys are gonna start stripping people out of their clothes to make a couple of brass pennies. You're not that desperate for money.
We're not bone pickers yet.
We have 6 books, guys. We've made it big.
Let me see if any of them are actually any value.
We're rich, guys. We're rich.
What's the normal price of a book? I think it's like a single gold piece.
No, the books are 100 gold. Printed books are 100 gold.
Well, depends on the book, man, dude.
Printed. If it's unwritten, I guess it was way less.
If it's unwritten, yeah, it's not that expensive. How many of them are blank?
1. 2 of them are written in a language that none of you really recognize, those who can read. One of them was the alchemical book, and the rest seem to be just pretty poor quality, what seems to be almost like romance novels.
Of course, we're going to show to the Sigmarites when we hand in these heretics. We're going to also show them the
Interesting. Books don't even have a price. That's cool. No, there it is. Yeah, 100 gold pieces for a. One of those books. Well, it's not one of those books. Definitely not.
Is there any lamp oil, sacks, or crowbar down here?
No.
Any ropes?
There are like a couple of light sources on the wall if you want to use them.
Yeah, no. I need specific trappings.
Let's call them torches, why not? There's a couple of braziers in the altar room if you wanna start carrying those.
What's those?
Alright, and we did not loot the guys upstairs before we came down here, so...
Yes, I think so. Let me see, how many were upstairs when you go up? 2 cell swords and 2 of these. So that's 2 more hand weapons, 2 more chained sleeved shirts, 2 more skull caps, and 2 crossbow bolts, and I think 18 bolts, since I shot 2, if I remember last time. And let me see. And 12 silver pieces.
We should sell those.
So we got 28 total crossbow bolts, 4 crossbows, 2 leather skull caps remaining, 3 sleeved mail shirts, 7 hand weapons that aren't marked with the blacksmith's mark.
Is this some kind of bathhouse.
Yes, it is.
Yes, bathhouse.
Yeah, it was.
We try to flip all that stuff and then split up the money.
I mean, the unfortunate thing is that the public path is now kind of, well, a bloodbath.
Somebody want to put a sign on this door saying it's closed?
Yeah, we can write that out.
Borel, say something. Because at the moment I can't hear you. Now we can't hear you. I see the green circle, but we can't hear you.
Yeah. Alright, well, you guys go to the City Watch, I assume.
Are we inside the city?
Yes, in fact, when you come out, you see the city of Erengrad. The place that you were traveling to, before you were captured. And you you probably made it to the city and you took a rest inside of an inn. And the next thing that you knew, you woke up inside of that prison cell.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you read the little the adventure anything that you're traveling towards city of Erengrad.
So we hand in the prisoners. I show the unidentified book to the priest of Sigmar to make sure it's not some heretical book or some dark magic grimoire.
Yeah, well, first I assume that you go to the city guards and hand over the guys.
No, first I'll go present the book to the Sigmarites.
Okay. Everybody in agreement on that? That you guys first go to the Sigmar sect?
That's
Well, we can split again. Multitask. I don't want to be walking with a book I don't know, that I can't read. I'm very suspicious of books I can't read.
Alright, so you go to the Sigmar's temple and the rest of the team goes to the city guard. That sound good?
Yes, because if it turns out it's an evil artifact, I want to know as soon as possible.
Helmut is gonna be one and rest of the team is gonna be... Alright, let's start with Helmut, who goes first to the temple. And you run up there in a fast hurry, and, well, probably not a fast hurry, but you go up there and you see the priest that you were talking to earlier.
Good evening, Your Excellency. For a moment of your time, we happened upon another layer of demon worshippers, and we found the most disturbing altar with skulls.
Oh.
Apparently, the muscle they hired were branded with a vile symbol. And we also found this book in their possession that I cannot read, and I was wondering if you might have an opinion on it.
Okay. You hand him the two books.
Yes, I hand in the unidentified books.
Yeah, he goes to open them. He ponders for a little bit as he's stroking his long beard. He takes the books, walks up to the candle and sets them ablaze.
Figured as much.
I cannot reveal what information was in them. They were quite suggestive.
Of?
Yes.
What manner of vile blasphemies were there?
Legends and, well, stuff that even I don't want to talk about. But do not worry, we'll handle it from here. We'll make sure that the city council will know of this, and they will get the judgment of the full law. We finally have enough proof to act on this.
Good, good.
That was just one of the books that he burned.
Two, actually, since there were two books that were written in a language that none of you knew.
So we had a total of 6 books.
And now we have
4.
4.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm tracking.
But blessing of the Sigmar with you. Now, if you don't mind, I must report this to the city higher ups.
We must go back to our quest as well.
Of course.
Sigmar's blessing, and I leave.
Yeah, you leave with and you run off with I don't think you guys agreed upon a meeting spot again. But the rest of the squad manages to go to the city guard, where they see the city guard.
While we are walking, I ask everybody, can anyone tell me what's happening here? How did you guys end up in the cellar?
Forgive me, Dunir, you introduced yourself earlier. I'm Dulgrim. You met Helmut. He's a little more outspoken than the rest of us. Boreal is the elf. Ulfgar here is, well, as you can tell, he's a Dawe brother. But we're participating in an adventuring tournament for a contract with the rulers of this area and others apparently. Well, frankly, that turned out to be a lot more than I think most of us expected. Blacksmith had hired us to investigate why he wasn't getting some of his regulars to his shop. We found out that it was another shop that was selling adventuring gear at steep discounts, and as we investigated, we found that the one who I buried my axe in, he was the merchant, and he apparently was working with some sort of less than savory underground organization. And we followed him to his hideout. Found out that in his shop that there was some sort of sacrifices going on and slaughter of other adventurers, and even some in this bathhouse that they were using.
That's quite horrible.
By now, you must have understood that these are chaos worshippers, no
You're
doubt.
not there.
I'm not.
No, you're still at the temple, coming from the temple.
So we split up.
Yeah, you guys split up.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, these guys went into the city guard.
I have to say I am kind of lost in this city. Any chance I could join you guys?
From what I saw, you're stout of arm. I don't see a problem with that, though. We are more of a, I guess, the democratic group than just one making the decision. But you're certainly welcome. I would see no problem with you at least traveling with us till we finish the end of this. You being a victim of this, at least, lends a little more credence to sharing that information and what's going on.
That's very kind of you. And Who is Robin Marcel?
He's like, he's one of the players who's gone today. So I just kind of wrote that. Just.
This is Robin. It's Breton Knight. That.
He's pretty much doing the Oblivion dialogue right now. When he's been away.
Let's put a bucket on his head.
By the 9 divines. Well, what's the opinion of the rest? Well, actually...
Do we regroup somewhere?
Well, hold on, they're still doing their role-playing bit. I think.
I think I am all caught up to the...
It seems that Dolgrim was the only one talking there. Alright. Fair enough. So you guys go to the city guard. I assume that you guys agreed that you guys will meet there. And since you're in the business of the adventuring guild, they point to you to the city guard captain that you recognize from the first meeting in the town square. As you approach him, you kind of knock on his door, and you go into his office, and he's like, "Oh, please enter."
Hey, Captain.
Greetings. Welcome to my office. Please sit. The name's Ronnie. I'm the captain of the city guards here in Errington, and I have heard your plight.
So you know of the possible, and now what seems to be confirmed, cultists and chaos worshippers, demon worshipping scum that we found in the harbor area.
Well, perhaps not that far, but I always knew of a criminal organization being a part of our town, but until now we couldn't crack down on them, since most of the certain political aspects of this town are corrupt. Town, well, city.
Junior, and I gesture to him, was a prisoner of these savages, and they were sacrificing and killing adventurers of various kinds and taking their goods and reselling them. Here is one of them. And I'll throw his body on the ground.
Actually, I think you had two prisoners. Because I think you guys left one of the, like, on the top floor, one of those guys alive. Well, you guys tied him up, so you probably have two prisoners.
Okay, then we'll throw both of them.
Yeah. He looks at them. Well, I'm sure that we will punish him due to the decree of God's law.
The church has been notified.
Yes. And the Adventurers Guild has informed us that you have worked with them. Well, first of all, your reward will be the points that you will gain for the competition. Now, there is a little bit of a caveat. Our guards noticed you carrying around quite a bit of loot. Now, I don't really object you taking it, but you guys did kinda ruin a crime scene. Now, I do appreciate you helping in this matter, so you're not in trouble, but if you wouldn't mind to at least give those weapons, they have been at least tainted. We need to be thorough.
I have no weapons other than what I brought with me, and what these are the items that these individuals used.
Yes, those I would prefer.
We did find that this one, and I'll hold out the one that had the blacksmith's mark on it. This mark is of the smith who presented the quest. Is found on one of the bodies in the bathhouse.
I see. Well, like I said, we would much prefer if you handed those items found to us, to the proper authorities. He's pretty much asking you to hand over the crossbows that you have and the bolts and whatnot.
He's asking for all the weapons.
Yeah, all of the weapons that you pretty much looted off them.
I think that should not be a big problem, should it?
Well, I mean...
Like, at least he's asking for the weapons that the criminals used. So, and the ones that you found off the adventuring table. He is not interfering with the books and whatnot that you have.
What make you think that these were their weapons?
Well, we did get a report of you going into the bathhouse and you coming out of quite a bit of inventory. Seems quite suspicious to me. So if you have any of the equipment, we would appreciate you to hand them over. Now, I won't say that you won't go unrewarded. I guarantee that whatever reward you're gonna get is more value than whatever you found in that tainted dungeon.
Well, we did take the liberty of equipping some of the armor from the villains we slew. We thought it might aid us in bringing the rest of them.
Tell you what, you may keep them.
I completely understand.
You may keep the armor. I will let you keep the armor, but I do need the weapons for further investigation. We might find out some necessary information from them. Now, I won't say that you must force them over, but I would appreciate if you did.
Well, I took this
though
right.
I am a little loath to give up on the possible bounty. I understand the necessity in maintaining proper order and investigation.
I think we left all the inventory of missing weapons and armor and shields in the corrupt blacksmith shop and the hideout in the bathhouse. It's all there. We only took what equipment we scavenged from the foes we defeated.
Exactly, that's what they want. The stuff that you took from the foes that you
Just
defeated.
give them the fucking weapons from the dead people. Jesus Christ. The weapons are basically worthless.
I know, right?
The armor.
You're literally haggling over a couple of maybe silver pieces that you might be able to gain from the weapons.
Hey man, I'm sitting here looking at the fact that 4 crossbows is 25 gold crowns each for retail. That's what I'm looking at.
Here.
We got 9, what?
Especially since it's probably known that heretics use them, so their value is gonna be like, what?
You know.
Nothing?
Yeah, like I said, though I'm
They want
loath
my
to give
shield,
up on the
they can
bounty, I'm
have it.
happy to. I understand the need for it. So
I only took the armor. I didn't take.
Yeah, they will let you keep the armor, what I said. They just want the crossbows and the hand weapons that you took from the bodies of the criminals, so that's what? 4 hand swords that... Actually, no, 6 hand weapons and 4 crossbows that they want from you.
Yeah.
And, of course, the hand weapon of the blacksmith that you found.
alright, so no crossbows, no bolts, no swords. We're keeping all the armors, basically.
Yeah, the armor I will let you keep, because he's not... even he's not like... Because he wants to investigate the weapons, but he doesn't really care for the armor. That's what I'm saying. But,
So that'll leave us with 2 leather skull caps, 3 sleeved mail shirts, 3 leather jacks, 1 set of blacksmithing tools, and then the books and the caps that we had. And
Yes.
Do they also want the books and the right
No.
ticket?
No, they don't care for those. If you had the heretical books, maybe, but you kinda smartly went ahead and burned them. Well, gave it to the right people. If you handed those over, you might be in a little bit of trouble. I'm just gonna say
I
that.
foresaw this exact situation. That's why I insisted we take them to the Sigmarites as soon as possible.
But anyways, he goes over to... He goes over to the to his
questionable provenience to the Sigmarites rather than have them find them on you.
anyways, I was gonna say that he goes over to his chest. He goes over and leans for like a bag. Well, this is a small reward for your job well done, but here's 10 gold pieces for you. Hey,
Just doing our civic duty.
Though the reward is much appreciated.
Not that we're
now, I did get a request from the Adventurers Guild's leader to... Well, the mayor and the Adventurers Guild leader wants you to meet you guys at his office.
So how much gold did we get?
10 total.
At 10, yeah, I've got it on the list. It brings us to 12 total gold and 19 silver.
Oh, alright. We'll just divide it at the end of the session.
Yeah.
Oh, their office is right next door.
Do we go say hi?
Yeah.
That seems to be the thing to do, yes.
Now, have a pleasant evening, and thank you again for your service.
You're most welcome.
And
Maybe take a look at the note that was on the blacksmith. I don't think we look at it.
no, none of you did. You still have it in your pocket. Well, whoever took it.
I can't read, it doesn't.
Can you give it to me?
But I wouldn't have taken the piece of paper. I think Ulfgar would have had it, but that's fine. Whoever wants to.
Yeah.
get it.
Did anyone took the note?
I can read it. Well, I took the piece of the parchment, so yeah, that would know that. I could just read it out to everybody. Actually, what language is it in?
You open it up. On one side, you see like the sigil of like a cross on skull, like skulls and a couple of bones. It almost like looks like a pirate flag, honestly, but not quite. And on the other side, you flip it over. You see some Reichspiel, but you go to read it, and it's weirdly a recipe how to bake a cake.
What?
Alright, well, I hand it to Helmet. Here's a cake. I don't know what's on the back.
Is anything strange about the text?
You
Like initials where there shouldn't be any, or
Give me
Did a letter.
was decipher in this skill system? I don't think there was like a decipher skill. I think it might be actually one of the trades. Let me see.
I think there is a secret language.
Yeah, there is a secret language like Thieves Cant, kind of like it.
Oh, there's a bunch of secret languages or signs.
Yeah.
Thieves, smugglers, any kind.
Guild. Yeah, is it guild tongue?
I mean
If
that.
it's guild tongue, I have that.
Yeah, it's not exactly that, but tell you what, I will allow you to roll that for it.
Roll what?
That he guild tongue that he has.
I
Hey.
Ulfgar, you're like, I know where to note as it's being handed over to Helmut, I think it was. You're gonna
But I don't have the skill.
yeah, but you were handed the note, I think. But Ulfgar, you're looking it over. You recognize some of the signs in it. It's not exactly like familiar to you, but you like kind of go, oh, that's totally like a secret language.
Okay.
Like you can't really read it, but you recognize it at that. Yeah, it says something really that you don't want you to know, pretty much.
Well, that's not really a surprise considering and I wiggle my hands in a weird way, gestures that he was making at me.
Maybe we should try to bake the cake. Maybe it tastes good.
That is the single.
I always like a cake.
Or maybe it allows for a demon to possess you if you eat the cake.
Yes, it's the legendary demon cake of legend.
I mean, it could just be a tasty cake.
Or it could be a foul chaos.
I mean, there one of the simple things that even anybody can read, that the gram values for the cake seem a little off. It seems like sugar 5 kilograms, and you kind of go like, what?
But at least it's a metric, so they can't be all evil.
Salt 5 football fields. What?
Okay, fuck those guys.
Obviously, it's a recipe for whatever robbed those adventurers of their senses. Speaking of which, we should maybe check in on them, or did the City Watch take care of them?
Yeah, the City Watch does seem to be taking care of the situation from here on out. In fact, I will delete those maps because we will not need them anymore.
He said right before they went back.
You can just imagine it, evil temple with altar. But the real question right now is, do you go to see the mayor?
Yes.
Alright. You walk into like an inside of a fancy mansion, and one of the secretaries, let's just call him a secretary, points you inside of inside of the second story. And you walk in and you see quite a nice looking office inside. As you see the mayor and who did I say was with him? The Adventurers Guild leader with him. I don't actually have a token for him, but I don't need it.
I mumble to whoever's next to me. It doesn't matter. I may be an adventurer, but I would think they wouldn't want, and I glance at the blood stains on my armor, blood splatter from the battle and everything else. I would assume they wouldn't want this on these nice carpets.
You got people to clean it.
And it's red already anyway.
There we go, Adventurers Guild leader. Why not?
I feel bad for left to clean this.
Yeah, the secretary like punts you guys in, and he's like, "Welcome, welcome! Please, please, come in, come in."
Please give our condolences to your cleaning staff.
Oh, don't mind. Might you have some tea? I have some tea.
That would be much appreciated.
Of
Yes.
course, yes. Please, please say the servants bring us tea and any snacks.
Tea and biscuits, please, James.
Huh. Alright, well, tea and
Love
biscuits.
biscuits.
And you see the servant run in, and after a little while they bring you quite hot tea of herbal kind and green tea, let's say.
Tastes like crushed leaves, just like home.
Now, if you don't know me, I'm the mayor or lord of this town. My name is Kevin. Pleased
It is
to...
a pleasure to officially meet you, though we did see you at the start of this contest.
Well, I don't believe we met personally.
True.
It is saddened to hear that one of your group members dropped out early, but it seems you're more than capable enough.
I suppose in the end she just wasn't a good fit for our group.
Now, I don't think you can assume why I called you here.
And
Nope.
say that way I do.
Would you like to award us extra points for the clearly extra work we did?
Well, you did gain quite a bit of points, and it does seem that you're in the obvious lead. Which brings to my point, me and the Adventurers Guild leader here were talking, and we agreed that you are more than fit to start the adventure a little early. Of course, the competition has not ended. We will reveal this information to you. And the second place slot. And whoever wins will, well, gain the information that we are offering. Now, you might have heard about a treasure hunt, let's say. Has come to to our Lord's attention over the years that there is a treasure, an unspeakable treasure, a treasure that was not known until now. Our scribes, the Empire scribes to be specific, found some ancient text of a treasure. Treasure of the Seven Stars, it's called. And our country and the Empire agreed to unite for a little bit of an adventure hunt. You see, this treasure, it's not just any ordinary treasure. It's treasure of the legends. It's something undescribable. And we happen to know that some undesirables are trying to regain this treasure. We don't exactly know what this treasure contains, but if it is of the old world and our countries wish to retrieve it, or at least stop whoever is trying to retrieve it, and that's where you come in. We would like you, to hire you to find this treasure.
Before it falls into the hands of, let's say, Sylvanian counts, or
Exactly. We know that their counts are already in the move. They have sent out their dreaded skeletons, scoured land for the lost maps.
no doubt adventurer from the Northlands search for it as well.
Adventurers from the Northland, we know that the Dwarven lords are looking for them, and the Elven lords. Now, we don't know much about this treasure that, like I said, but we know that the treasure will be revealed finding the maps for it. Once upon a time, our scribes found that there were 7 pieces to this map. And to be able to find it, you need to let's just say reforge the map into one. And it will reveal the location of the treasure.
Is the treasure financial or magical in nature?
That we cannot say. But it is said to be overwhelming in power.
So probably magical in nature.
Yes. Either way, it shouldn't fall into the wrong hands.
Yes. The Empire already holds one piece of the map. That's how we managed to find it. Found out about it. And as it happens, our scouts, quite a while ago, happened to find a cave. And they seemingly found a parchment matching the description. Now, what is known from these treasures, when you find a piece of the map, in the back of it, it will tell you how to find the next piece.
And together they give a clearer picture of the
Yes, we assume that X marks the spot, but who knows?
And what does those pieces looks like?
Now, we didn't get the permission to bring one here, but they do seem like normal map fragments, what I've seen of it.
On
They
paper?
should have a sigil of 7 stars on it. That's how you know that they're genuine.
So, what are you offering for this?
Now, whatever this treasure is, let's say you get to keep 10% of it.
If the treasure is if the treasure is a pile of riches or money or something valuable,
How will we be compensated if it's a magical item?
Well, whatever the magical item is, we would assume a monetary value for it. But let's just say that you will live the rest of your lives as a wealthy person and a noble. Well, to your dwarves, I assume that means nothing, but I guarantee that you will be compensated.
I suppose the sooner we start, the better, unless we need some more details that we can provide.
Yes, I happen to know the next fragment location. It was revealed on the map, and the scouts confirmed it. There is a cave quite some distance from here, near the Troll Country, that is being controlled by a small tribe of goblins, led by a troll. and they seemingly have a fragment of this map. You would just need to retrieve it, of course.
Seems fair enough. If I may ask, will we be provided equipment for this mission?
Of course. What you need, we will try to provide. Now, I do see that all of you are armed, so none of you need that, but
I could use a shield.
the like he claps and you see like a couple of these like attendants come in, and they seem to be bearing like they offer you, each of you, like 12 days of rations. They each of you, you are offered like a dungeoneer's kit. It holds like a lamp, it holds oil, it holds a rope.
How about horses?
They do they give you like this piece of paper that lets you access to a single riding horse. That is already saddled.
New career, here I come.
Is that
And yes, they do give you a perfectly fine shield. Pretty much, if you needed a trapping to advance to your next career, you now have that trapping.
So poultices and drugs.
Yeah, whatever it is, unless it's like completely absurd, like a castle, then no, they don't hand you a castle.
You said we can have a trapping?
Yeah, any trapping that you need right now to advance to your next career, they give it to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. The only trapping I need is one runic item.
Oh, that you would have to probably craft yourself, actually. It's not like they can craft you a runic item.
I will need a printed book, I assume, for prayers.
Tell you what, remember those books that you found in the dungeon right now? Let's say that one of those were a prayer book.
Alright, I will delete one, and that leaves you to write.
One of them that I said was a romance novel turned out to be an actual prayer book for Sigmar. It's Sigmar's romance novel.
It's a truly in-depth history of Sigmar, is what that is.
It tells you how to lay the hammer down.
Now, if you have any more questions, of course, I will try to answer them. If not, well, I will.
When are you gonna announce the winner?
Well, when one of the parties comes here with the fragment of the map, you will be declared of the winner.
So this is like a semi-final round, is what you're saying.
Yes. Now, I assume that you know...
Places.
Yes, I assume that you know him. He is a man named of Deacon Newman. He's the second born of the harbor master of this town.
Is that the pretty pansy we met the first game?
Yes, we have to have a little bet going.
We have had the pleasure.
He's the one that threw you like 10 copper pieces and completely insulted you guys.
Does anyone remember what exactly we bet for?
A ship. One of his ships.
One of the ships if we beat him to the treasure. Yes. If we win the contest, actually.
Yeah, if you guys win the contest.
Excellent, we might need it.
So we get to make him look like an ass, and we still reach him.
He's
No.
obviously not going to give us his ship.
Now, I will warn you, goblins are known to be really crafty with their traps. So you might want to keep your eye out. Says the adventure skill that.
Yes.
We've had our experiences with that.
And sleep with one eye open. Troll country is a bad place, I hear.
Yes, quite bad. Well, it's definitely earned its name of Troll Country. I'm just gonna say that, like.
Well, if we don't need to know anymore, we should perhaps...
Oh, the Adventurers Guild Master says, oh, one more thing. Troll Country is quite cold. We did provide you some basic clothing, but you might want to have to get some warmer stuff. Unfortunately, this we cannot provide.
Let's stock up on some stout brews.
Do we still have the weapon for the other blacksmith?
I think so.
Maybe he knows who we can talk to about getting some warm clothes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I'm sure we'll find some shops in the market district that sell some...
may you have the God's blessings on your way.
Thank
and
you.
the same to you.
And I'll loudly slurp down the last of the tea, grab a couple of biscuits, stuff them in my pocket, throw one in my mouth on the way out.
Yeah. With that,
Are
you.
those biscuits to take, and then he takes the ball and hides it. Those aren't supposed to be out.
Now, we're not gonna go too much longer, but if you guys need to do like in-party role-playing at this point or do some small shopping, we can do that. Otherwise, we're gonna call the session. Let's say that we go like 10 more minutes, which is like role-play. Maybe 20.
So yeah, let's go find some warmer clothes.
Yeah.
Alright.
I need to find a physician.
Okay.
How many poultices and stuff is he gonna give each of us?
He's gonna give each of you... You know what? I'm gonna leave it up to chance. I'm gonna make it a hidden roll. I'm gonna roll a 1d5. Oh, 5. So you guys will gain... Core rulebook. Where's the poultice page? Poultice. Where are you? In total, they will give you... what's the difference between a healing trout and a healing potion? Poultice again? Let me see.
The draft is a actual like potion. The poultice it just changes a heavy, lets you recover from a heavy wound as if it were a light wound.
Okay.
So you
They will give you 1 healing poultice and 4 healing trouts.
each.
Total. In addition, whoever needed the trappings, you will gain your trappings, obviously. I think it was Dolgrim or Ulfgar. I don't remember who spoke up about the poultices.
I said something about him.
Yeah.
Ulfgar, I can keep trying to heal you every day.
You did such a great job of that. I think I will take the potions.
But yeah, you guys walk
Crit
up
on me or failure.
to the blacksmith, I assume.
It's going to take a while to get there, and I can try again. You're going to be healing one wound per day anyway, but I can keep trying to heal you for the rest.
I actually should be good for one day, because don't you get your toughness bonus? If you're only, because I'm only lightly wounded, I'm not bad at the moment.
Your wound will probably heal by itself by the time we get to Troll Country, so...
Yeah, so I should be good.
Yeah.
I mean, on a horseback going to the Troll Country is like... about a week, maybe? A little bit more, maybe? Depends.
I got the 12 rations. I'm assuming 12 rations for the group, not for every person.
Each.
Each? Okay.
They did offer you 12 each.
12 days worth of rations.
Pretty much
You
2
know,
weeks.
We should have got like a little wagon and maybe a chest or something to keep some stuff in.
Well, this is your chance when you walk into the blacksmith. Did everybody decide to go to the blacksmith?
Yeah.
It's like, greetings, my friend. I heard what you did, and I thank you. It is unfortunate to hear what happened to my friends. May the gods bless their soul.
I'm sorry we couldn't save more of them.
Can I get you anything, though? I might even throw you a small discount for what you did.
Well, I'm not sure what all your purview and capabilities are, but
Well,
I do have some concerns about going into
I don't mean to brag, but I think of myself of the best blacksmith in this town.
Second.
What? You think that guy you arrested was better than me? No.
No, but I know I am.
Harsh.
Contest.
No, we don't need to have a contest. Now, what can I get you? I have some decent goods here. I will... Well, I did learn my craft from the dwarves, so maybe you are predator. But I'm still the best in this city. You're not from this city, so that doesn't count. Wolfgar gets an idea to create his own blacksmith here, just to fuck with this guy.
Do we need to write down the warm clothing, like?
I believe there might be like specialized clothing. Let me really quickly look at the clothes page.
He did have stuff that had his marking. We back to him.
Yeah, you bring him in, bring it in, and he thanks you. Oh, this is my gear. Thank you. He hands you like an appreciation, like a gold coin to you since you bothered to bring him his weapon back.
There may be more, but we weren't able to get everything out of there.
Well, of course. Let me see.
When do we have to leave for the Troll Country?
I mean, they didn't give you exactly like a timetable, but you guys are in
As soon as possible.
Yeah, you guys are in somewhat of a competition.
Race.
Yeah. Oh shit, overcoat is 10 gold? Wow. If you want some of the really warm clothes, you might have to pay a couple of gold pieces.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at. I was like, okay, so assume maybe it's good or best quality cold weather gear, like.
Yeah, overcoat would be like the best for gold condition. Good quality would obviously get you like... Huh?
I have robes because I'm an initiate. Would those count as warm clothing?
Not really. Robes are like... I mean, they are
Also have,
somewhat
blanket
warm.
and cloak.
Yeah, I guess you could buy a blanket and cloak and you might be able to deal with it, because robes are somewhat heavy. They might give you like a +10 to resist the cold at least. Oh, I see.
So,
You're...
what do we need? We need like a cloak, like a fur cloak.
Another coat, maybe.
Yeah, if you look at the description of overcoat, it says that it is large, heavy coat, usually as long as a cloak, but with sleeves, common sight in northern climates.
Oh, in addition, whatever you buy from this guy, you will gain a 10% discount.
So 9 gold each should get us some overcoats.
Wow, that's pricey.
I can't afford one.
No, but we have books we can sell. We have
I
books
can
that
and
we
I
sell.
will.
Yes, of course. We need to sell our inventory first.
Yeah.
Right.
We should be able to
Sell
get
our stuff
like
first.
Oh, you wanna sell me some stuff? Well, let me take a look at it.
150 gold for the books.
Well, let's see how many books you
Well,
had
there's
left
only
over.
2
Yes, the
that we
blacksmith is
sell.
going to buy your books.
No, I'm
So
sure
where
we
we
can
sell
find
equipment
a
at?
book dealer in the Erengrad, but one of the books is blank, so that would be like just 100.
I am assuming that the blank book is. Well, we only have 3 books remaining right now. We have 1 alchemical craftsmanship and then 2 that were miscellaneous / poor quality. Because one of the books that was left over was the one that was a prayer book, and then 2 of the books were burned out of the 6 total that we had,
Which leaves us with 3 books.
including the alchemical book. It's not 3 excluding that. It's not 3 plus that one. It's only 3 total.
Yes,
The
3.
alchemical book plus
books.
2 other books. Are we going to sell the alchemical craftsmanship book too?
Actually, for here, the blacksmith, we do have that extra set of smithing tools as well.
So what we have left is 2 leather skull caps, 3 sleeved mail shirts, 3 leather jacks, 1 blacksmithing tools, and then the 3 books, of which 1 is an alchemical craftsmanship book, and then 2 miscellaneous topics.
Yeah, he will definitely buy those pieces of armor of you if you have any to sell.
What's the normal sale value?
Let's just go with half, so it's easy math.
Does anybody want to try to haggle with him?
No.
I don't have the skill.
So studded leather cap is like
Technically,
5
I can
gold.
get you half.
So we have 300 gold for the books. How many sleeved mail shirts?
That depends. Does anyone still need one?
I already got one.
I only have
No, all of those are available if people want to take.
my mail shirt doesn't have sleeves. So
Then
I,
take one of the sleeved ones.
yes, and I will give my mail shirt to be sold.
Okay.
Now that
Just the mail.
Now that I'm going to change class, I do not need my sleeve mail shirt anymore because I'm never going to use that again. I'm staying in light armor.
Yeah.
All right, so the
Can you
sleeve
change
mail.
class so quickly?
Yes.
Yes.
You can switch carriage at any point as long as you have the trappings.
Okay, so do we sell any sleeve mail shirts or mail shirts or? Yeah, I've opened my calculator, so
Yeah, I've got it open as
so
well.
far we've got 300 gold for the books. Then we add the armors,
I like that you
Marcus.
even assumed that you're selling off the
and
books.
then we split it in half, and that's what we get.
All right, so right now, somebody had a sleeved mail shirt that's going to go back in the party. Is that what
Yeah,
I'm hearing?
Moriel did.
Okay.
But it
So
replaces the
somebody
mail
was
shirt.
somebody was taking a sleeved mail shirt and adding their mail shirt.
Yes.
So
Correct.
we have net gain of a mail shirt is what we have.
Yeah,
Correct.
for another 60 gold coins.
Correct.
Leather skull caps. Did I hear 2 of them?
Yeah, remember all
I
of
like one of those.
1 of them.
Good.
That's another 3 gold.
Yeah, remember, whatever the price is in the armory, you halve it.
Yeah,
That's-
we're going to have at the end, Marcus.
Yeah.
All right. So once
Do
we
we-
add,
Do we still have the leather pants, actually?
no,
No,
all
wait.
there were only 2 pair of those, and they got taken.
Because I just realized I'm also apparently not wearing pants.
You did find 2 more extra leather leggings.
I have.
Oh,
I have
upstairs,
Most of those.
if you bother to strip them.
We
Come-
did
blacksmith.
another 20 gold then.
10 in total.
I'd like to take one of those.
We haven't divided yet. It's 20 is the retail value. We're gonna total it up and divide afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm just adding the
Retail.
normal value of everything we're going to sell, and I'm going to divide by 2.
So the only question I have is that alchemical craftsmanship book worth more than 100 gold crowns retail or not?
That is the only book that is valued at 100 gold.
Okay. The other 2 books are valued at what?
The plank one is currently valued at 15. If you are selling off that one. The miscellaneous book, each are worth 25 gold each.
And how many are there?
I believe there was 2.
So 1 book is 15, 2 books are 25,
And one is 100.
and 1 is 100.
Yeah, but it will allow you to craft healing poultices. Long as you have herbs that you can craft them from, of course.
Do we need a skill? To...
Yes, crafting skills, for example, apprentice runesmith can make alchemical items.
Then it would be maybe if you don't need the gold, the 50 gold. If we
Then
keep,
we don't sell it.
I can.
Alright.
I mean, that's up to you guys if you want to keep it, but it's actually pretty cool because I asked this from my old GM, and yes, you can actually craft potions and healing poultices.
How much is an healing purchase?
Healing poultice is 5.
They're relatively cheap.
Yeah. Copper pieces and healing trouts are slightly more expensive.
I got a whole bunch of healing poultices already.
Healing trout is 5 gold and healing poultices is 5 pennies.
Can I try to memorize the recipe?
Unfortunately, no. You would have to kind of like have this book.
Okay.
It's fine. I mean, we can hang on to it, take some time at some point, make a
Oh,
bunch
that's
of stuff.
148 gold so far. Am I correct?
My grand total is 487. We have 3 sleeved mail shirts, which are 95 gold crowns apiece.
Oh, 3. I didn't know about.
Yeah, we have 3. We have
Got
1 mail shirt, which is 60 gold crowns. So if we add the book, that's another 100 gold crowns, bringing us to 587. But we're going to keep that. That's still 487 divided by all of us. Divided by 2, then split between all of
Then
us.
divided by all of us. Divided by 2 and okay.
Yeah.
It's so much money, but the funny thing is, it's not actually that much money because this system is really expensive.
It actually is a lot of money. I've got 3 gold coins, okay? It's a
Yeah.
lot of money to me.
I mean, for a first adventure that you guys went, it's a lot of money. But when you think about like this system, if you want to actually buy anything, it's not actually that much.
I don't know what kind of noblemen you guys are, but I'm happy.
So
It's nice, I take.
I mean, funnily enough, with the amount of gold, like, technically, in character, with the gold that you just now gained, you would be well enough to retire already.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, the average person makes less than a gold in a year. So
That's the funny thing in this system is, like, you are supposed to give money, but if you think about it, that much money, you're just well off till eternity.
Adventures always screw up local economies. Like,
it really reminds me of my evil campaign where Holler did Fool's Gold and replicated and just ruined every freaking economy ever.
That was fun.
alright, so what I have listed is after selling those items, we have 243.5 gold from those items. Then we add another 12 gold because we have that in cash. To 255.5. That sells off everything. The only thing remaining that I have on this list is the